Alright, let's dive into one of the most infamous women in the entire Bible, Jezebel. Now, when you hear that name, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Probably not something good, right? The name itself has become shorthand for a manipulative, wicked woman. But is that the whole story? Let's peel back the layers and see what's really going on with the Queen of Israel. First off, who was she? Jezebel wasn't an Israelite. She was a Phoenician princess, the daughter of the king of Tyre. Her marriage to King Ahab of Israel wasn't a love story. It was a political alliance, plain and simple. This was standard practice back then. You marry off your kids to your neighbors to keep the peace and strengthen trade. The problem was, Jezebel didn't just show up and quietly assimilate. Oh no, she brought her culture, and more specifically her religion with her. Jezebel was a devout worshipper of Baal and Asherah, the primary deities of her people, and she wasn't content to just worship in private. She was on a mission. She actively promoted Baal worship throughout Israel, building temples and altars and bringing in hundreds of her own prophets. Now, for the Israelites, whose core identity was tied to the worship of their one God, Yahweh, this was a massive problem. It was a direct challenge to their faith and their way of life. This is where the legendary prophet Elijah enters the picture. Elijah was the staunchest defender of Yahweh, and he saw Jezebel as public enemy number one. The two of them were locked in this epic spiritual and political battle for the soul of the nation. The most famous showdown happens on Mount Carmel. It's a scene straight out of a blockbuster movie. Elijah challenges 450 prophets of Baal to a divine duel, which God can light a sacrificial fire. The prophets of Baal dance, chant, and even cut themselves for hours, but nothing. Just crickets. Then it's Elijah's turn. He soaks his altar with water not once, not twice, but 3 times, making it seemingly impossible to light. He says a simple prayer, and boom. Fire from heaven consumes the entire sacrifice, the wood, the stones, even the water in the trench. The people are stunned and immediately turn back to Yahweh. After this incredible victory, Elijah has all of Jezebel's prophets executed. As you can imagine, Jezebel was not happy. When she hears what happened, she sends a message to Elijah, basically saying, "You're next. By this time tomorrow, you'll be just like them." This threat is so terrifying that Elijah, the man who just called down fire from heaven, literally runs for his life into the wilderness. It just shows you the kind of power and fear Jezebel commanded. She wasn't just a queen, she was a force to be reckoned with. But her most infamous act is probably the story of Naboth's vineyard. Naboth was a regular guy who owned a vineyard next to the king's palace. King Ahab wanted it, offered to buy it, but Naboth refused, saying it was his family's inheritance. Ahab goes home and sulks like a child. Jezebel sees this and is just like, "Are you kidding me? You're the king. Pull yourself together." She takes matters into her own hands. She forges letters in the king's name, accuses Naboth of blasphemy, has him framed, and then stoned to death. just like that. Then she tells Ahab, "Go on, the vineyard's yours." It's a chilling display of ruthless ambition and a total disregard for justice. So, how does it all end for her? Well, it's not pretty. Years later, after Ahab's death, a new king, Jehu, is anointed with the specific mission to wipe out Ahab's entire family line, including Jezebel. Jehu rides his chariot into the city of Jezreel. Jezebel, hearing he's coming, doesn't hide. She puts on her makeup, does her hair, and stands at the window, ready to face him. Some say this was an act of defiance, a queen meeting her end with dignity. Others say she was trying to seduce him. When Jehu sees her, he yells up to her eunuchs, "Who is on my side?" A few of them look out, and he says, "Throw her down." And they do. They throw Queen Jezebel from the high window. She dies on the street below, and Jehu's chariot and horses trample her body. Later, when they go to bury her, all they find are her skull, feet, and the palms of her hands. The rest had been eaten by dogs, exactly as the prophet Elijah had predicted years earlier. It's a brutal, gruesome end to a dramatic life. So, was Jezebel just a one-dimensional villain? Or was she a powerful woman, a loyal wife, and a fierce defender of her own faith, who just happened to be on the wrong side of history? Her story is a complex mix of politics, religion, and power. She's a figure who forces us to confront some uncomfortable questions. What do you think? Let me know your take in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most fascinating characters.